Not anticipating Colton showing up at this point.
I saw on your story you put Garrett and I.
I sent him a link, but no, he hasn't. He'll respond to it like after the stream. Oh, I forgot again. I sent him a calendar invite. It comes up on his calendar every fucking Wednesday. But yes, we are live. I'm doing the story post for you guys. But they don't let you do it. I was just talking to Garrett, like, it'd be nice on my PC, I could just copy the link and post it. No, you can't do that on the fucking Instagram web version.
You look crazy as fuck in the picture I just took. Alright, let's go on the story. Let me go grab the link.
So, join us live. I had my tongue sticking out when I took.
You look crazy.
Alright. And then I can pull it up on my other screen so I can see the super chats that I can't see on Riverside. Genius.
Oh, I gotta pick a good song.
How do I use this? Just gonna choose some like Pantera or something for it.
Electric Wizard. Why is it making the story so short?
Not there. I guess we can get to the question we were already making fun of.
What was it?
Enclo or test? Just use fucking test. I don't understand the obsession with Enclo.
Am I doing a reel?
So Mike,
yeah, just stop with the Enclo, please. It's not better than HCG or test at either thing.
What I get a lot,
what I think is
funny is I get a ton of people right now running enclomiphene and testosterone. I'm like, so you're running a shitty version of test and GH, and you're still injecting anyway. So
and you're also paying more.
Yeah. Stupid. First thing I do is tell them, well, you can make 3 times the progress by just switching to the fucking bioidentical shit.
Literally. And it's going to be cheaper. And you're going to look better.
And you feel better because you're not playing the stupid CERM game.
Yeah, and you're not going to have fucking blood clots. And you're not going to become, like, desensitized to it. And you're not going to feel like shit because you're blocking estrogen from going into your brain. Like, it's just not good. It's safe TRT. It's such a scam.
Might as well just do fucking trend replacement therapy.
I'm here for that, honestly.
Alright, and then Chris asked me in the DMs, it was too long. When doing blood work and taking exogenous tests, do you think it's a good idea just to skip the total test and free test markers if you know they're already going to be increased and utilize the cost into something more important like ApoB, GGT, cystatin C, etc.?
I don't even check my test.
Specific need. Yeah. Seems like too much emphasis is put on total and free test numbers. Yep, because most people, they just skip the basic test and it only goes up to 1,500 anyway, so...
You skip it. Do you have a TV on or something?
In the background. You can hear it?
Yeah.
I have the Yankee game on. Yeah, playoffs. It's like...
Alright, I'll keep going. If your test levels are high enough, it doesn't... If you're injecting test and you know it's real test, you don't need to get your test checked. It's going to be fucking high. So the real question would be, am I making progress that I'm happy with? If you're making progress that you're happy with, then you don't... I was telling them, if you're making progress you're happy with and you're injecting real testosterone, you don't need to check your testosterone. You could save that money, spend it on something else, like he was saying, like GGT, cystatin C, ApoB, something that's actually going to be helpful to you. It's like, does it matter if your test is 2,500 or 3,200? No.
Not unless you're making a YouTube series, like Chase Irons trying to hit 5,000.
Exactly. Yeah. So it doesn't matter.
Or 10, it was 10,000, I think he was trying to hit.
I think it was 10,000.
Yeah. Fucking, what was I going to say about that? Yeah, unless you, like, if you're trying a new lab for the first time, yeah, maybe you get to make sure their shit's up to stuff. But most people don't fake test because it's only $1 for them to produce anyway.
Right, yeah. It's like, if you know the test is legit, then you don't have to worry about it. Like, people do the same thing with HGH and IGF-1. It's like, If you want to make sure that it's legit and you want to do your IGF, like, yes, that is going to be cheaper than sending it off to a lab. But once you know, like, the stuff you're using is real, and with HGH, it's even easier because you can, like, feel it, especially with your sleep and your dreams. But, like, serum IGF and testosterone levels, like, once you're up, like, it doesn't matter. Even serum IGF is useless.
And ApoB gets overlooked all the time. That's like arguably the most important cardiac marker to get, and it's not expensive.
It's not expensive, and it's literally more important than LDL or HDL. Like, your ApoB is a way better marker for like cardiovascular disease risk and everything like that.
Doctors are starting to test it finally.
Same with like a AST and everything, AST and ALT. Like, just get your GGT. Like, you don't need the other ones. And then for kidneys, like, just get cystatin C. Like, you don't really need your creatinine unless there's an issue with something else. Like, you can get the full thing, but like, if you just get your cystatin C, like, it's.
I will say, if you're on a tight budget, cystatin C is like an $80 test. So like, in that case, yeah, get the normal creatinine, EGFR, and whatever the other
Bun, yeah.
The bun, yeah. Get them, and then if those are out of whack, then get a
Then get the
cystatin C.
C. Right.
Yeah.
Your creatinine should be high. Like, if you're working out, like, it just should be high.
Or if you're supplementing with creatine.
Right. But yeah, like, if it's like 1.5, like, it's okay. Like, that doesn't mean you're going through fucking renal failure.
Yeah, I literally had a client today send his in. He's in his 50s, I think. His stuff was 1 point off, like, each way on the scale. I'm like, I'm not worried about 1 point, honestly.
Yeah.
And he was just sick the weekend before, and he was also at like a Florida State reunion or something where they're all drinking. So I'm like, all right, so you were drinking, you were sick, and your kidney and liver values were 1 point off. I'm not really that concerned. Like,
Yeah, I had a client, his CRP was 15. I'm like, that's really fucking high, buddy. Like, what's going on? And everything else was like fine. I'm like, this is really weird. And cut to, like, he said he had some drinks with his buddies, like, over the weekend. Like, they went to like some event or whatever. But what it really was like a 3-day like bender, like, just fucking blacked out, shit faced the entire weekend. And I was like, oh well, I mean, that makes sense. Okay, we'll get it tested in, another like 5 or 6 weeks here and see if it's okay. Because I'm like, acutely, like, that's fucking high as shit, but a 3-day bender will absolutely do that.
yeah, I'm surprised the ALT and AST weren't high then.
No, like 5.
He's got a resilient liver, give him that.
Yeah, I think it's built into some fucking to some people, just depending on like where you're from.
Yeah.
I've never had any liver issues whatsoever, except when I'm super fat. My ALT and AST will climb because I start putting fat on my liver. But like orals and stuff, like, never do anything to my liver. I think it's because I'm Irish.
I remember
It's just built in.
my first cycle with like some very unclean gear and training legs super hard the day before. My ALT and AST once was like fucking 3 times the range or whatever. And
Yeah.
because it's what, 40? I had it in like the 200s or something like that.
Even then, like, that's not
it's
like
like-
that. That's not that bad. Like,
I remember
liver failures in like the thousands.
yeah, Vigorous Steve made a video right around that time saying like, oh, it's normal if it's like 300, you train hard. Like, don't even fucking worry about it.
Yeah, especially if you just trained hard. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, okay, well, you just did that.
What don't I know about Bioshock? It's a better question. You ever played System Shock? Actually, they were remaking System Shock on like more modern, like a mod for it, I think.
Bioshock was really good. I don't know. I'm not as deep into the lore as you are, but just
1's great, 3's great,
amazing.
2 fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Well, two wasn't like horrible. It was just so repetitive. Like the gameplay, just I was disengaged the whole time I played it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun.
It's basically like they turned it into a tower defense game for half the fucking game. For fuck's sake, like
there was just no reason to like go back for more. You know what I mean?
yeah. And I mean, people gave them shit for 3 for changing up so much, but I thought they changed it in a good way. And then
Yeah, no, it was really solid. It felt fresh. It was fun.
Yeah. And they take it back to the Rapture at the end anyway, and then did the whole string theory, which I had to look up what the fuck all that was because I was like in high school. I'm like, what the fuck is all these alternate like universes and shit? Like, I didn't understand what was going on.
Well, everybody was upset that it wasn't like dark and like scary and horror based. I'm like, it still was kind of unsettling. It was still unsettling.
It was like a utopia. It was all like too happy, made it creepy.
Yeah, there was another game that that was kind of like that. I think it might have been based off BioShock 3 or Infinite or whatever you want to call it, where like the town looks different if you like drink the water because they put like drugs in the water to make everybody happy, and like you have to stop taking the drugs and it makes the town like super like a dystopia and disheveled and everything's like broken down and dirty.
Yeah, my favorite depiction of that in games is still fucking Erifu in Fallout 3 when just the happy little town in the middle of the wasteland, everybody's happy, and then you find out they're all a bunch of fucking cannibals. That's why they're so happy. Incestual cannibals.
Hey man, whatever it takes, I guess.
Favorite pirate? I don't know. Is that
That's Warhammer. Yeah. Hold on, let me pull up the chat too. I'm a Templars fan, so I have to say Rogel Dorn. But I think everybody's favorite Primarch is actually Sanguinius. But yeah, we'll go with Dorn. Because if I don't say Dorn, then I can't be a Black Templars player. Where's the chat?
Shit made me feel like I trained like a bitch. What, in comparison to when you were on it?
No, I mean, just because you train like super hard doesn't mean your liver values are going to be high.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that can happen. It doesn't have to happen. Like, just because you're training, like, just because your liver values are like in range doesn't mean you don't train hard. Like, you may not train hard, but that wouldn't be the indicator.
4 weeks? Yeah, no, dude, you run fucking Anadrol for like 16 weeks. I mean, when I ran it, my liver values went high until like week 12 or something like that. But I mean, I was running 50 to 100 milligrams of it. Everybody's different on Anadrol. Some people like swear they can't eat and their liver gets fucking hit super hard. Myself, like, I don't know, there's shit on it, honestly. Like, I still eat just fine.
Yeah, I don't have any issues. Anadrol made me like super fucking angry, but I didn't have any like gut issues or liver issues or anything like that.
Sure it wasn't Halo.
Fucking could have been, buddy. That was early on in the lifting career. I was like fucking pissed. Like a guy would be like doing tricep extensions next to me. And I'd just be like, "Why the fuck are you next to me?" Like just fucking like want to fight him. I'm like, I gotta stop taking this shit.
I felt like I was happier on Anadrol, not like pissed.
Maybe I need to get some like real Anadrol. That was super early on when I was just like, okay, yeah, you're the guy, and I just only had like one person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking Andrew gets injectable Anadrol usually. Colton's guy who's trying to go pro here. I think he's gonna do the Junior Arnold again. I can't remember where he gets it. I think it's at Peak he gets it. It's the biggest wet blanket.
Biggest wet blanket in 40K in general, or the biggest wet blanket of a Primarch? Well, reading the books, sometimes the biggest wet blanket is the fucking like the naval fights. Like the ship fights are super fucking boring in the books, to me at least. The Titan fights are cool because I really like how I forget what the captains are called. How they're like strapped into that actual Titan itself, and the Titan's like communicating with them and like making them go crazy. Like that lore is pretty cool. But like the naval fights in space, the ship fights are fucking awful. I think that they're incredibly boring. In lore, at least. In the books. Biggest wet blanket of a Primarch? They're all written pretty well. Probably Purdy. He's just a whiny little bitch.
Let's get Aaron back on to talk this because I haven't read any of them. So
Yeah, we get Aaron. Well, he's pretty early on. He just started the Horus Heresy, so I'd be surprised if he knew who most of these guys were.
I just know we have that group chat, and he'll just get all jazzed up about every 2 weeks or so. He'd be like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Yeah, every other week or so, he'll like come back in, and be like, "Just finish this book." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" Because I've read like almost all of the Heresy at this point. Angron, the ultimate jobber. Angron got shafted. If the Emperor would have just helped Angron take over his fucking his home planet, then Angron wouldn't have fell to chaos. The Emperor definitely could have helped him take out the Butcher's Nails too. I think he just like didn't want to because he was like, "Oh, let's see what happens." The Emperor's a horrible father.
I was just looking up Fallout 5 quick. So I remember seeing a rumor that Microsoft was getting impatient and they might put Obsidian on part of it, which would be awesome because
That'd be sweet.
they do the fucking stories and factions way better. Then first thing that pops up, I doubt we'll get Fallout 5 this decade.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, once every fucking 10
Princeps,
years.
yeah, the Princeps.
Which is fucking wild because you have the show doing so well. Why wouldn't you try to push it out to
Just
fucking
capitalize on it,
piggyback
yeah.
on it? Yeah.
And I thought Outer Worlds was really good.
Yeah, Outer Worlds, the
sure.
writing and this quest structure was good, but the actual gameplay, I mean, you get like one broken pistol and you just, it wasn't super hard. It was kind of the same loop over and over.
Sanguinius took out Ankron's nails.
I remember when I got to whatever the city was in Outer Worlds at the last part, like I didn't even bother with the side quests because it was just, you're doing so many fetch quests in the streets back and forth. I'm like, I'm over those.
Yeah, no, I could only handle so many fetch quests before I'm like, oh, I just want to go kill people and progress the actual story.
The new Borderlands is bad about that. They're not main story quests, but they have like these ones where you got to pick up like the speaker and bring it back somewhere, and you have to hold it in your hand. You can't fast travel, and you can't fucking use your speeder. Those are fucking annoying because
You know what,
you throw it, but you have to fucking pick it up.
You know what
and
game
carry
does
it.
side quests really, really well?
What?
Fucking Cyberpunk, dude.
Cyberpunk has good ones. I still didn't finish it since I was right at the very end before the first patch, like the big patch.
Yeah.
So I haven't played 2.0 at all. I still haven't installed.
Dude, you got to go back and play it. It's
I heard
fucking
it's like
phenomenal.
a totally different game.
One of the best video games I've ever played in my entire life. It's fantastic.
Yeah, because I'd killed the big fucking robot, like dude, like the general or whatever he was before you do like the last missions. I was probably 80% through it or so. I'm trying to remember. It's been a couple years now.
Yeah, you just go play it again, dude. If you're still gaming, play it. Like, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I just have to. I got to.
It's a really long game though, especially if you get the DLC, because the DLC is like a second game.
Did they open up? I know, like they said that like on launch they only had like 40% of the houses and stuff they wanted to let you actually get into. Like they closed off a lot of it because they didn't have time to finish the development.
Yeah.
Did they ever like open up the whole map? Like
I don't know. I don't know if they did or not. There's a lot to the map where you can go in and everything like that. And then
they said there's a whole underground section like under the map that they like hid because they were like trying to add that in and they just couldn't get it done in time, so they put it underneath.
No, that's not it. There's no underground. They added a big area when they did the DLC.
Yeah. Buddy thinks season 2's. I mean, if they were smart, that'd be the easiest thing to do.
Fire. What my buddy thinks Fallout Season 2 is in New Vegas. They're gonna drop a New Vegas remake at the same time. I think it's cope, but personally that'd be badass. I think that would capitalize on a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of New Vegas fans that aren't like Fallout fans. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of people that only played New Vegas.
I mean, it's still one of the most popular games on PC because of how the modding community is. That and Stalker are the two most modded games. Yeah, the problem though, that old Embryo engine they had, it's actually really hard to convert stuff to it and back. So I don't know because it's not an easy copy and paste. I don't know if they'll actually do it. Gamebryo, yeah, that was right. Gamebryo engine was fucking terrible for performance, but I'm trying to remember, there was.
Winds of Winter level code.
They're not doing New Vegas, but there's some modders who are creating Fallout 1 on the Fallout 4 engine. They're close to being done with it too, I think.
That'd be sweet.
They've done Point Lookout on it, and Fallout London's been done. Oh, I let dog in. Go down. He demanded to go out on the porch earlier. Of course, now he wants to come right back in while I'm on stream. He just wouldn't stop. He just kept nosing it over and over and over. And like, fine, go out. Like, Winds of Winter. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I know they've done a ton of updates on it. It wasn't even bad on PC to start with. Cyberpunk wasn't. It was just completely busted on consoles.
No, when it first came out, I got it on PlayStation, and I was like trying to play it, and I just couldn't. It would crash like every 10 to 15 minutes, and I'd have to restart, and then like sometimes it would crash so bad I had to re-download the game. I'm like, fuck this, dude. Like I'm not playing this fucking game.
What system was that on?
PS4.
Yeah, PS4 is horrible.
It did just.
That's the worst one.
Didn't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, that's why I had to refund everybody. But on PC, it was fine. People were bitch, oh, it's a terrible game. And I'm like, dude, I enjoyed it on PC. I just never got to the end because it came out. Something else came out right around that time. Then I was going to go back to it. I started playing, then Elden Ring came out. So it was like every time I started, I'd fucking. Actually, Bioshock Remastered's on my desktop. So yeah, I have Bioshock right there. I just saw it.
You know what I want to play is the new fucking Donkey Kong game. It looks sick as hell. Looks like Super Mario Odyssey with like
Fallout.
Red Faction gorilla fucking physics.
All right, it's Fallout London.
Yeah, Fallout games don't. I mean, they're not for everybody, but they definitely don't suck. Like 3, New Vegas, and 4 are all good games in their own way. The top-down games are going to be really hard to get into if you're not nostalgic for them, though.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it helps that they're turn-based, though. Unlike if they were like live action, it'd be really fucking rough. It's like going back to the PS3 game, like the early PS3 games, like Resistance and shit, before Call of Duty, like 2007, because aimed on the sight was always click the right stick in.
Yeah.
It's like getting back used to that shit is a fucking pain in the
horrible.
ass. Yeah. Like nobody had a consistent control scheme until Call of Duty came out. They're like, let's just do this and this.
Yeah, exactly. No, the controls were never the fucking same.
I remember shit. I think it was SOCOM, one of the old ones. You had to use square and circle to turn the camera.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
shit. And then
I remember there was turn up the mic. Probably.
his mic to me is always like loud and it goes up and down, oscillates.
Can you hear me better now? I could bring it closer to me. It's sitting over here. How about now?
Well, Red Sox sucks, so.
I remember there were some games where you had to press like fucking triangle to aim down your sights and shit.
It's fucking terrible. See, I always played Ratchet and Clank, so circle was always fire back then, and they adopted R1 pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the third game, Up Your Arsenal, because they had the lock strafe mode where you just kept
Yeah.
and then R1 was fire, and then I started using that. But I think the more recent games you can use circle or R1, so if you're old school, you can still use that.
I brought it closer to me. It should be better now. Dude, well, those games there, you had like the big three of like Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter, and Ratchet and Clank, like the big three like combat platformers.
And Ratchet's the only one still around that's still good.
Yeah. Jack and Daxter was peak though, and then
I don't know. Jack 2 was kind of rough around the edges if you fucking go back and play it. I had some fucking terrible difficulty spikes. But there was parts that were just nearly impossible. You just had to fucking run through them. It's like, this is fucking stupid. And the fact, I remember Jack 3, I just got sick because I was on like one of the first bosses and you can't aim. So you had to like jump in the air and like spin and hope that he shot the fucking train above the boss and knock it down. But you just keep jumping and miss because you can't fucking aim down the sight or anything. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
But Ratchet, Up Your Arsenal is probably my favorite. I probably played that game more than any other game. Because like I would be at my friend's house in high school and we just take turns. Like if he died, I'd get the controller, and then I'd play until I died, and we just.
I think I played through the first Sly Cooper game like probably 35 times. I would just keep starting it over.
It's a different era too, because you couldn't just download another game. Like you had to go to the store. You had to beg mom and dad to go to the store to buy a new game. So
either that or convince them to get you a game while they were renting a fucking movie, a fucking Blockbuster. Like, can I get a game? They're like, well, I don't know. I'm like, fucking please, dude. This one has dinosaurs on it. And then you play Turok for the first time. You're like, oh my god.
Josh Graham is a very good Fallout character. Yes.
Josh Graham's a solid character.
There's a lot of lore there. I mean, he's kind of a yapper though, so if you're not like wanting to sit there and listening to him talk, then I thought Caesar was actually a really good character too, like well written, and he, even though yes, he is a slaver and conquistador and all that, he at least explains his side well and becomes more of a sympathetic character if you listen to like his.
He's not a conquistador. He's a Roman imperialist.
Yeah, whatever. You know.
Come on, man. He's not Spanish. Did you ever do a Caesar's Legion playthrough, though?
That was on the ledger next, because I'm doing the Tale of Two Wastelands. I'm still getting through that, so I'm trying to walk the line and get all the good rewards. So I want like the Tesla, the Ganon power armor and shit. So I want to suck Arcade off until he gets me the armor and then fucking kill him.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to walk the line and eventually side more with Caesar's Legion, but I don't think I can. You get to that point of no return where you break all the quest lines.
Yeah, the only one you can't break is Yes Man. Yeah, Awe, true to Kaisar.
Yeah.
I always loved like my first playthrough. I forget what it is, like a Vulpus or something. He comes and tells you, he's like, "Hey, you've been doing some things that Caesar's Legion doesn't like, but we're gonna forgive you this one time." And I was like, "Oh, okay, bet." And then I shot him in the face.
Honestly, though, unarmed build is fucking broken as shit in that game. If you
Oh,
guys
I love
do a
it.
full unarmed
I love
build.
it. Yeah. Have you ever done an unarmed build in Skyrim?
I didn't like Skyrim.
Fun as fuck, dude. Oh, I like Skyrim. I like Fallout more, but Skyrim's fun.
I just don't like. I mean, it's the sword and shield gameplay, but it's so janky. I'm just like,
Sword and Shield game. What do you mean? You got to play a stealth archer. Every time you go in, you're like, I'm gonna be a necromancer this time. I'm gonna use summoning powers, and then you're like just still a stealth archer.
Well, I never got past like the first 3 or 4 hours of it. Honestly, my brother kept trying to get me into it, but I just went back to Fallout each time.
I think Fallout's better, to be honest, but unarmed builds in both are fun.
Especially the fucking if you use the the Mantis King, and it has like a plus 500% crit damage, and then you use like a sneak build, and you just like crouch, like come up and just one shot everything just by hitting them in the back. Because if you get your sneak all the way up, you can just like walk right up to people; they don't even fucking notice you.
Still have a
That's
rented
awesome.
copy of Pokemon. Bro, Pokemon Stadium's like fucking $400 now, isn't it?
Bro, the new one coming out though is like, have you seen that shit? It's not Legends. Legends is coming out, but they have one like they're finally doing like a competitive game, like Pokemon Stadium, but you can like create your team and everything instead of having to catch them all and shit. So it'll be like an actual like competitive game where you can import your mons and shit. What the fuck is it called? Pokemon. It's not
Oh,
Legends.
Stadium's not that much. Coliseum is the one that's really expensive.
Is it the GameCube one? Because GameCube games are kind of rare. Like they didn't produce a whole lot of them.
GameCube, no, there's that, but GameCube games are like super hard to emulate, so the actual physical copies are worth a lot. Sometimes. Depends on the game.
Like Blitz the League 2 is only on Xbox 360, so that one's actually pretty expensive too.
That was on PS3. It's still expensive on PS3 too, though.
Well, you can't get. I'm trying to think. I don't think you can get copies of it on PS3 anymore. There's something because I tried to get it and it was a pain in the ass. Or maybe it's when you want to mod it, you can only mod it.
I was just at like a retro game store, and Blitz the League 2 was like $150.
Yeah, it's insane because they didn't make a whole ton of copies for it. What's the new game?
It's a really good game too. Actually, it's at my house somewhere. Oh,
It's not ZA. They have new Legends. Fucking goddamn. Here it is. All new games revealed. Champions. Yeah, it's Pokemon Champions. It'll be like kind of like Stadium or whatever, but you can like actually, it's kind of like doing Pokemon Showdown on your phone. You just create your team and actually battle people in game, and it's just focused on the battling part, not all
Not
the
like a campaign or story or anything like that.
the kitty part of the game.
Yeah. Well, they made the game so damn easy, and I know like it's a kids game, but I have a lot more money than kids do. Like, sell me something, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I
If
mean,
they
the old
came
games
out with like a hard adult version of like Pokemon, they'd make bank, dude.
Well, the old games had a lot of like backtracking and stuff. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, here it is. Like, fucking Sword and Shield was terrible about like, here's the path to the next town. Here's the path to the next town.
Have you played like fucking Pokemon Red? The game's hard as fuck.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
I
it's
remember.
not easy.
I remember Silver and Gold because of the fucking pseudo voodoo in the way. You had to like circumvent everything, go to different towns on other ends of the map. Then
And they
fucking
never tell you where to go.
Then Whitney's Mill Tank was just tanking the fuck out of you, and you just got your ass steamrolled by it over and over again.
You had to grind in those games, dude. Like,
'Cause
how many more rollouts can I take if I level up another time?
That's funny because back then, like normal types were really good because like there was no good fighting moves, so it was just like
Yeah, and there
no
was like
combat.
there was like two fighting Pokemon, and you couldn't get either of them. So
You had to trade to get Machamp.
yeah,
So-
yeah, you had like Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. And you couldn't get either one of them, so you're like, well, I'll just
Yep.
use a fucking normal type. It's
You couldn't
not
get them, and then if you got
intimidating.
him a choke, you couldn't evolve into Machamp to get cross chop. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Fighting was so ass.
yeah. Now it's fucking actually one of the best like offensive types in the game.
No, it's really solid. Like Infernape, busted.
Depends on what you're playing. And Infernape's kind of power crept at this point too. Now it's just Sneasler, which is fucking retarded. Like it's got like maxed out like attack and speed, and has a move, Dire Claw. It's a poison type move, but it can either put you to sleep, poison you, or paralyze you. Like 50% chance to do one of three. So it just puts you to sleep, and you just sit up on it.
Coliseum and Gale of Darkness were also kind of difficult back in the days. Yeah, the GameCube games, yeah, both pretty hard. Gale of Darkness was sick though.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on that. Because there's a lot of like competitive sets too, where there's some random shit. Like I remember getting Eruption on Heatran, like it was like Pokemon Rainer or something you had to beat, and there was one Heatran you could get with Eruption on it, and then if you're one of the lucky ones who imported it in your game, you could go to tournaments and use it. And people are like, "What the fuck is this?" And then next thing you know, everybody's trying to buy that game to import it in because you couldn't just gen your Pokemon back then.
That's how the card game is too. Like there'll just be this like random card that's fucking absolutely busted in the game, and it just becomes like really expensive.
Well, the cards too. The other thing they'll do is like if you like win a tournament, like it'd be like a special like one-off card too, and those ones are super expensive.
Yeah, they can be.
Pokemon Snap. Yeah, they definitely dumbed down the games over time. He's got something. He's smiling.
Okay, so here's my Pokemon card collection. I have the entire 151 Master set with all the SIRs and all illustration cards. Yeah, every single one in the set. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It took me like 3 months to get all those. I was like, I had myself convinced I needed to like get them out of the packs instead of just buying the cards I needed. Spent way too much money on that.
That's where your money went this month. You told me it was vacation. Now onto those fucking
Oh
packs.
no, this was a while ago. That's while I was still at the old day job.
Literally just spending your
is
salary
worse.
on Pokemon
yeah.
cards.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
It's hilarious. Yes. Short answer, yes. It's just less liver strain, but honestly, like, I don't know. I've never had a problem with Androl. Just taking like 100 milligrams at a time. Oh, somebody found Shrek in Borderlands. There's a Easter egg, so hoping the ogre drops off them again. That's one of my favorite returning weapons because the red text is always Shrek is love. It's all ogre now from Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Which is a hard video to find on YouTube because they take it down so often. I have to actually Google it to like find it now.
Did I show my Pokemon card collection to my girlfriend? I can. I don't think I've shown her the whole thing.
That's how he got her, dude.
Right. Yeah. She loves when I talk about like anime and Warhammer and shit.
First day, he's alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played more Yu-Gi-Oh than Pokemon growing up, though.
If
I
there's
think
anything
Yu-Gi-Oh is
there
a
around the
better card game, but
Oh, for
Pokemon's
sure.
better to collect.
Everybody agrees. Everybody agrees with that.
Well, Yu-Gi-Oh up till about Link summons, then it just got way too cracked. Where like somebody just built an unbreakable board in 5 seconds. You're like, oh, that's cool. Like it was nice playing. Like,
Thanks for the fun. And then there's Magic, which is just in a league of its own.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's still counterplay in Magic too. Like you can't just build an unbreakable board in 2 seconds and win on the
Yeah.
spot like Yu-Gi-Oh can. Yu-Gi-Oh's gotten way too fast. Because I was playing Duel Links for a long time too, and it was starting to get there with the pendulum summons, and now it's like literally like first turn they got a 5,000 attack beater, and you only have 4,000 life points. It's like Cool. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Go on to your next match, I guess.
Yeah, because I'll be like, it'll have like negates too, so you just discard a card to negate anything you try to like destroy it with. So it's like, that was fun.
Thanks for the game.
Yeah. Garrett is. Yeah, I'm sure that's how it went.
Yeah, no, definitely not how it went.
Oh, sweet. Somebody else just messaged me. See, I was trying to hit that magic number, and today I got 3 people to pay their split pays.
Yeah.
Fucking 24 hours too late. It's starting all over.
Life is a prison.
Yeah, I was talking to Gary. I was trying to get a round number in my sales this month, and it's about $300 off. Couldn't get it last night. Gave up, and now everybody paid like fucking 10 hours later.
You should have just sent me an invoice for $300.
I was thinking about telling the girl I was with. I was out to dinner with her. I'm like, can you just send me like $300 real quick?
Like, hey, this is super important, actually.
Hey, you know, if you're batting 600, you're a fucking Hall of Famer. Times 2.
60% of the time, it works every time.
You're
What
twice
works
as
is
moves.
what works is just like being confident and being yourself. Unless you're really weird, then like maybe don't be yourself. But being yourself is awesome because if they start to like you, then you don't have to like keep up a fucking act for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Just be yourself. Just be yourself. If you want to talk about Pokemon, talk about Pokemon. If you want to talk about Warhammer, do it. If you want to talk about like a really specific country in the Middle East that was established around like 80 years ago on the first date, I do that, you know? So let's go for it.
Did you get any questions on your story?
Oh, yeah, I think I got a few.
I only had a couple. Like, I only posted it a couple hours ago because I completely forgot.
Yeah, I just posted mine when you sent me yours.
Yeah, dude, I could slay so much ass if I was gay. Like, you should see my DMs.
Change dudes are way easier to nail. Yeah, if you want. Wait, can I say AIDS?
AIDS should be fine. Yes. Just
If you want AIDS.
no F words.
I dropped one in my reel today. I don't think I have to do it on the video.
Yeah, I'm wondering how that's going to go down because you know somebody will report. I wonder if they'll actually take it down or not.
It's already been reported. I wonder if it's still up on TikTok because they care a lot more.
Oh, TikTok, you can't say retard either. They'll fucking flag it.
Can we say that on here?
I just did.
I don't want to get you demonetized.
Well, if it's something that small, they'll probably just demonetize this video specifically. But I mean, I can't run ads on it anyway. But I guess like if there was like supers, maybe you don't get paid out for them all the way or something. I don't know.
All right, let's see questions. What supplements matter, if any? Natural supplements. So literally just creatine and then like a good multivitamin. If you're wondering which multivitamin to use, you can use Axe and Sledge Multi Plus. Discount code RUNVIS for 10% off at checkout.
Unless they drop them today.
Unless they drop me today for saying a no word and being mean.
Because somebody reported them.
Somebody with 300 followers tagged Seth Ferosi in my video and was like, and like posted the mission statement for Axe and Sledge and how like they don't like negativity. I'm like, okay, whatever.
I doubt Seth Ferosi gives a shit.
No. So literally just creatine and a good multivitamin are gonna take you like a really long way as far as like supplements go. Magnesium before bed, zinc is awesome. Make sure your vitamin D is good. Honestly, a lot of it's just like vitamins. Creatine. As far as like supplement powders go, like creatine.
Ubiquinol is good too. They found ubiquinol gives you about a 5% increase in your power output, and it's part healthy. Yeah.
For creatine though, like get the Axe and Sledge one and use my discount code, so they don't drop me.
They told he is JoJo's. What?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is anime.
Oh, I was just thinking like Joe G, like Filthy Frank, that's now turned into a music star.
No.
Yeah, I saw some shit. Like somebody came dressed up as like Pink Man, and he like invited him up on stage and shit. Like called him out, like yeah, like pink guy. I still remember like right around COVID, like all these dumbasses on Twitter found out that Joji was Filthy Frank and they were trying to cancel him. I'm like, bro, his videos have been out for 15 years. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be fine.
No.
Fish oil would be good too, Josh. Yeah, like a good fish oil though, not like one of the cheap ones.
Yeah, you got to make sure they don't oxidize too. There's a website.
Get the Nordic Naturals one on Amazon. It's peak. This one is a good question, and I'm about to expose myself here. So it said for Rumvis, how many cycles to get to your weight of 250 lean and at what height? Okay, so for height, I am 6'2". How many cycles did it take to get to 250 lean? They're gonna clip this and try and clown me, but I was healthy the whole time. It was one cycle. I never came off cycle the entire time. This is the first time I have came off cycle since I started.
How many years?
Year and a half. I kept getting labs done and they kept being totally fine. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just keep pushing. And now I've gotten to the point where I'm kind of just like tired of it. I'm going to come down to like an actual cruise dose. But yeah, it was never really came off cycle bias.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was either Steve or Leo back in the day. There's a website where they like rank the fish oil supplements on what ones like had the highest oxidation levels. Like you want low oxidation in them, obviously. But the way to avoid that too is throw them in the fridge as soon as you get them.
Also, to add to that, for like the first year that I was on steroids, I never went over 500 test. So I mean, that's the really low dose. That's a cruise dose for a lot of people. So it's like
Did you say Legion? Fish
Legion,
oil? Is that what you said for the fish
Nordic
oil?
Naturals.
Because the Legion one's number 2 on the list.
More health, probably more healthy than Blast. Yeah, I never went really crazy with the doses or like compounds or anything like that. Like very recently, I tried Tren at a low dose, and I'm over a year and a half in to being enhanced. So like, for the most part, like the entire time, it was like low to moderate dose test, low to moderate dose Masteron, and then some Anavar pre-workout here and there.
Yeah, that trend also coincided with you crashing out and telling me you were sick of taking fucking phone calls and you didn't want to book anybody for about a week.
I didn't make any money for like 8 days. I was so fucking sick and tired of phone calls, and I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta make some money." And I started
It's like,
taking phone calls.
maybe
again.
I should get off the trend and chill the fuck out a little bit.
Hey, you know what? When you start getting mildly aggressive with clients on the phone, maybe you should get off the trend. Masteron, you must be rich as fuck. No, I just
Astron's still cheaper
prioritize
than
well.
Primo.
Masteron's still pretty cheap, and honestly, like, if you're running steroids and you like have a hard time affording Masteron, it makes me wonder whether or not you're even running like blood work. So it's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, see, Mastron, I'm still seeing $80 for a vial.
Yeah, which
I mean, it's high. It used to be 60, but 50,
Yeah.
60. But the shortage, though, only going up 20 isn't crazy. Now, the Primo, I've seen some fucking, literally, like, my source that has that in stock says, Primo, please ask, in all red.
Oh no, it's like getting fucking lobster at a fucking like a seafood
Swordfish.
joint on the
Yes.
fucking coast. Market price. Oh fuck.
Yeah, I remember I was in Charleston a couple years ago. And they had swordfish, like fresh caught swordfish, just like market price. They wouldn't tell you what the fuck it was. Dude, it's probably
Yeah.
like fucking $200 for a little sliver of it.
Market price. Like okay, so too expensive.
Yeah.
Test GH. Yeah, Test GH is peak.
Test GH trend.
Honestly, you could run like fucking 600 tests and like 10 units of GH for like ever, as long as everything looks good on your labs and scans.
Yeah, I mean, you hear how many of the pro guys slip up and say like they're cruising on 700 or
Yeah.
the night afterwards.
Dude, it's happening every fucking day. It's happening every day. All these guys are cruising on like a gram of test when they come off cycle, and that's fine as long as you're maintaining like proper health protocols with full body MRIs and organ scans and blood work and everything like that. But it's like if you don't say you cruise on 150 tests, like you're just demonized.
Yeah, and honestly,
None of your favorite bodybuilders cruise on 150 tests, bro.
and think about too, like when they come down for their cruise, they cruise for 8 weeks. So they have their growth phase of what, like 24 weeks,
Yeah.
cruise for 8, and then there's 20-week prep for like
Show
the
prep,
Olympia.
yeah.
Those 8 weeks, are they cleared out all the way of all the EQ and shit? No. And they're fucking
No.
starting to
The
heavy
EQ
duty
just got
cycle.
out, and now the trend's going in.
Yeah. So they never really like completely clean out those years, and that explains why those guys have problems down the line. The extreme dieting and everything else too. But I mean, you see all these power lifters and strongmen and shit. They're not keeling over, dying left and right because they don't fucking care about getting lean. They just run whatever the fuck they want, whenever the fuck they want. And
Powerlifters in the United States, like a lot of the top ones are running like really, really moderate doses.
yeah, they typically only run certain compounds too.
Well,
Like-
yeah, they love Halo, they love Anadrol,
Yeah,
they love
but that's-
Super Draw.
That's also right around like their
That's like
shows.
that's
and
like
stuff. Their-
that's like 2, 3, 4 weeks out
contest.
from the competition.
yeah.
But like even their test doses, like they're running like 500 tests.
I don't know. Well, the
Like,
guys
it's-
I know at least are running 2 to 3 grams of test. But that was like their base was just they run like 3 grams of test whenever like half the year. But
We're talking to different people, or I'm
Yeah.
getting lied to. You know, that's also possible.
I mean, these aren't national level guys either. They're like probably state level. But that's what they would run. Is like super high test.
I think the guys at the higher level are running less than the guys at like fucking like a
Oh.
regional level.
That's the same way with bodybuilding. A lot of
Yeah,
the fucking
also, yeah.
amateur guys run way more.
They just don't respond to it as well, and they're trying to, and it's just not working.
Well, I mean, I've had some consultations with guys running everything under the fucking sun to sky high doses, and their training and diet weren't even that great. I'm like, this is why. Like, it's not the gear putting you.
Well, I told you the consultation call I had with the one guy the one time, where he was running like 3 grams of gear, and he was like 150 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like that fucking dude who was in our school every time, the older guy. I don't know if you ever went on the lives with him when he was in there. Richard would know if Richard's in the chat. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. This guy was just obsessed with how much Lantis he needed to run to get bigger. And we're like, and you look at his training video, it was fucking terrible. You look at everything else, like he was running on 3 grams of gear at all times. He's like 48, just trying to push it to a pro level physique. He's like, they're taking something. He's asking about Increlex and stuff. We're like, no, dude. Like it's A, your genetics, B, your diet, C, your training. Not more gear, not more Lantis. Like,
Yeah. No, it's not the gear, dog. It's not the gear. What's the best way to keep fertilization the best on PEDs? Fertility? HCG. Just run HCG with your gear. Not all the time, but for like probably like 4 months a year.
mass at $28. Calling cap on that.
Yeah.
Unless you're buying the raws and making it yourself, then okay, I understand. But even our guy who just disappeared for a little shutdown there. What was his? His was like 50?
Yeah, I think it was like 50 or 55.
I have it right here.
And he was the cheapest I found.
Yeah.
I stopped going with him though because like every other time I did, it was like, nope, that wasn't real. That was a scam. I'm gonna refund you, and actually, I'm just gonna send you what you ordered. I'm like, what the fuck are you got going on here, bro?
Was it just the oils or was it the peptides too?
No, it was oils and orals.
Yeah, because his mass P was 35 and his mass E was 50. But somebody just sent me back their lab test from this DNA brand, DNA Pharmaceuticals. Their JNO came back as test E91, test decanate 88, test no ester 12. So it's fucking sussed for Primobolan.
Jesus.
So don't order from DNA Pharmaceuticals.
Or just don't run Primo. Who fakes EQ?
It's the Chinese mass round. What are you saying?
Oh, okay, yeah.
No.
You have to get $10. Okay, yeah. So a kit of probably not mass round.
Well, back in the day, I remember I would get the kits of EQ for $70, but half of them would crash overseas and shipping, so I just threw half away. So I'm not sitting there and heating them up. Fuck that noise.
Every fucking time, because as soon as it crashes and crashes and crashes.
No, I injected it in my lap, and I showed Colton. Colton was my coach at the time. I'm like, yeah, I think it's kind of crashed because it was just like red and just inflamed, as fucking swollen. I'm like, yeah, it kind of hurts.
Oh fuck.
That's the only bad lat injection I've ever had too, but it was crash. Like I looked at all the other vials and they were hard crystals.
Just injecting crystals into your fucking lat, dude.
Well, that specific one wasn't super crashed. I had to like look pretty closely and you could see, but the other ones were just bricks.
This guy said, I heard MK777 is on its way. What are the benefits over MK677? I have no idea what you're talking about, but this sounds like a troll.
Tren is easy to burn though and not cook properly, so it's not always.
Yeah, if your Tren is orange, it's burnt.
If it's orange or if it's green, I've seen.
Yeah.
I haven't seen. I've seen other people have green Tren. But
yeah, if it's people are like it's like super deep orange. People are like, that means it's the good shit, bro. I'm like, no, that means it's fucking burnt.
Yeah, it should be a yellow color, or like a slight orange, but not like.
Yeah, like it should just be kind of yellow or like maybe a slight orange tint. It's like if it's like kind of burnt, but if it's like fucking rust orange, bro, like it's burnt as hell.
I find Test E's a little lighter color than Tren, than Tren Ace, but that's just. I mean, because sometimes the carrier oil, depending on if they use like grapeseed oil or something like that, it can be a little bit of a darker color than MCT. Should look like piss coming in. My piss is fucking clear, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Drink some more water.
Literally just drink more water.
Is that all the questions you had?
Yeah, the rest of them are just
Stupid.
yeah.
I didn't get. See, if I ask for cycles, I'll get like fucking 50 of them. But if it's
Yeah, everybody just wants to talk about gear.
what kills me is I get the same people like when I do my cycle reviews. I'm just like, dude, you sent me one last week. How many cycles are you gonna run? Are you just trying to hypothetically come up with a new cycle?
I'm just gonna keep rolling
your
these
shit.
dice until you say 10, and then I'm gonna run that one.
Yeah. I never have a problem with my piss coming a different color because Tren doesn't fuck up my kidneys. So Tren will drop my blood pressure, and that becomes an issue sometimes.
I had a Red Bull the other day, and my piss was like neon green. I'm like, okay, I'm never drinking this ever again.
It's weird. Like usually when I drink the monsters and shit, mine's like that orangey color because I drink it in the morning and I haven't hydrated yet. But now methylene blue will make your piss extremely green.
Yeah, I don't take that though. I'm not even drinking caffeine every day either.
I was good about not drinking monsters for about a week, and then I just fell right back into it.
I didn't have caffeine for like 6 months, and then I started taking fucking four sales calls a day, and I'm just like, okay, I need like something because I'm going to fucking blow my shit smooth off.
That's exactly what it is. I keep getting calls at like 9, 10 o'clock ish, and then I'm like,
Yeah, well, I'm open for bookings from like 2 to 7, right? So sometimes I'll have like 4 in one day, 5 in one day. I'm like, okay, we got to do something here, because
yeah, I break them up. I have like my morning block, my nighttime block, but middle of the day is my gym and everything else.
yeah,
Because otherwise, I'll just like crack out, and I'm like just stare at the computer all day, and I'm not as functional at the gym.
I get my workouts done in the morning, and then I'll go get some food. Then I get back to my place around 11. Then I have from like 11 to 2 to get the majority of my fucking steps in, and then whatever work I need to get done before I start taking calls.
Yeah, I fucking had a lot of admin work today, so I didn't get much done. Just a lot of like end of the month payroll.
Yeah.
Didn't update my client roster. Also, to add all the people onto there.
Yeah, I got
Finish
some
my
onboarding
payments.
to do.
I got one guy to onboard too that hadn't sent much stuff in. Thought my B Hyman. Is that your boy Hyman? Is what you're trying to say?
his boy Hyman.
But why was it BE?
That's kind of funny, to be honest.
Is that like your foreskin or what?
He said he's eating beets thinking he's paying blood. I thought his boy Hyman popped.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I missed that one.
Yeah.
I've hardly heard from Colton lately. Like, I know he was going to the Olympia trying to bum a room with somebody. He was trying to get me to go. I don't know if he was messaging you about going to the Olympia.
No, he messaged me asking how I do my green screens, and then didn't reply when I told him how I did it. I'm like, all right, see you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know what he's been up to lately. Usually he's fairly talkative to me. But he got a new girl too, so
Oh hell yeah.
that and he's been all out on his bike stuff too.
Yeah, he's been leaning really heavily into the
Well, I know he's got that
motorcycle
second
game.
channel where he won't tell anybody what the name of it is. I wonder if he's posting more on that now.
Could be blown up.
Blood for the blood god. The blood-starved beast from Bloodborne just coming for your boy Hyman.
No, the blood god is corn. It's from Warhammer.
Oh.
Skulls for the skull throne.
See, if you want to talk fucking Bloodborne, we can talk that. Actually, randomly, I was in the shower and I just had my YouTube autoplay on and came up with like a Bloodborne lore story. I'm like, bro, I haven't looked this shit up in 5 years. Why is this coming up on my fucking thing? Like,
My girl is like super goth. So she's like, I want to play Bloodborne. I'm like, you could probably watch me play Bloodborne.
you
But
get your dick kicked in for fucking
Yeah,
hours on end.
I told her, I'm like, the game's incredibly hard. She's like, oh, well, I can watch you. I'm like, okay, but you're not allowed to laugh because I'm gonna fucking die a lot.
There's my background, so.
No, Bloodborne's sick.
Yeah, well, I mean, it took me about because the other problem with Bloodborne too is they also don't give you controls anywhere, so you just got to figure them out on your own. There's no manual or anything else. So I remember my brother, like who played all the Souls games, he was just telling me to run past all the enemies at the beginning. He's like, I swear to God, just fucking run by them. I'm like trying to learn what the controls and the combos are, and it took me probably an hour and a half to get past like the first fucking part of.
Dude,
the first
I
level.
played Bloodborne for probably like 5 or 6 hours before I found out that you could sprint.
Yeah, it's
Didn't know.
kind of helpful. That and then I mean, I am happy that I did that before Elden Ring though, because now I knew how to play aggressively. So then I feel like it's harder for people that played Dark Souls first, used to turtling with the shield and just rolling away all the time. So it's like a completely different style for you. Whereas like Bloodborne's a lot faster and Elden Ring was a little faster than the Dark Souls games were.
Legend of Zelda, the original, like the Legend of Zelda, is fucking insanely difficult.
I started at Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker. So.
Oh no, dude! It makes fucking Ocarina of Time look like it was made for 4-year-olds.
Well, Ocarina of Time wasn't super hard either.
No, not incredibly hard. Yeah, The Legend of Zelda with no guide for sure. Yeah, everybody that told you they did that as a kid is full of shit. Everybody had the fucking guide. That was even before my time, but even everybody I know has beat it with a guide. Like you just just can't. I don't know anybody that tells me they beat it without a guide. I'm like, yeah, okay.
A lot of convoluted shit in no directions.
None, zero help. Figure it out.
Yeah, I don't mind that style, but then like if there's no map or anything, then it's a fucking pain in the ass.
No, there's maps. You gotta find them.
Because Elden Ring was a lot like that too. They didn't really give you much direction. It was like go figure. But I kind of liked it because open world, you just go like find different things to do. Most games you see the map marker and you're just going towards it all the time. It kind of
You said only gods can beat Zelda 1. Bro, there's guys that speedrun Zelda 1 randomizers.
Oh yeah.
They're nuts.
I really wonder what all those speedrunners do for a living because they just sit
Twitch,
there for
bro.
hours and hours a day. Just
Speedrunning has a really dedicated community. Like they have
does.
like really dedicated fans that will like just straight up donate, so they
But-
don't have to work and they can just watch them speedrun.
I just cannot play one game for like 10 years straight and just try to bust it as much as possible.
Yeah, no, that's what they do. There's guys that have been speedrunning like Super Mario 64 for like decades.
Yeah. It'll pop up. Somebody just beat Borderlands 2 in under 1 hour or something like that. It was like the new record just came up. On my
That's a lot
YouTube
of what.
feed.
That's a lot of YouTube that I watch is speedrunning. Actually,
Shadow of the Colossus was another one. Somebody just
such a good game.
beat the thing. That was one of the only games I felt bad after
Right.
playing.
You're
Like that
oh.
and Metro 2033 are the only two times where I was like, yeah, I'm the fucking bad guy. Now I feel like shit.
oh,
Yeah. Usually I like playing evil, but those whole playthroughs, I didn't think I was evil, and it's like, oh fuck.
right. Yeah, you're like I'm the hero, and then you're not.
Fuck everything up. The help program, well, that's just crazy.
That's pretty cool.
That's like the best way to play. If you're gonna play Pokemon, is doing those the ROM hacks on fucking PC.
Randomizers, yeah.
Well, it's like they're
Well,
Nuzlocke.
oh, you mean like the actual ROM hacks? Okay.
Yeah. They make a Nuzlocke, so they'll just randomize, and you just gotta catch what comes up, and you don't know what the fuck you're gonna get.
Yeah, you can do Nuzlocks. You can do randomizer Nuzlocke. There's ROM hacks that are like completely different games that are a lot harder than the original games too.
Yeah. Kaizo Emerald or whatever is like one of the hardest ones. That people
Kaizo
play.
Ironmon, yeah.
Well, Emerald, it's like Pokemon Emerald, but it's just like a Nuzlocke run with it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the guys that do that shit are crazy because sometimes like it just comes down to RNG and it's like not skill based. Like you have to like be really fucking skilled and also get lucky.
Yeah, like you're going into a gym that's like fire types, and you have to catch the first mon you get. You go fishing, you get a fucking magic card. It's like, oh fuck, what do I do? Like you don't get a splash. Like
yeah,
you can't
well, we're not winning this one.
No, and then what's funny is because if they die, like if they faint, they die. You have to let them
Yeah,
go.
they're gone. You gotta let them go.
So it's like you don't get your Gyarados. It ain't gonna fucking happen. This guy's fucking old. Josh, what are you, like fucking 50, dude?
Like, actually, there's a pretty dedicated Contra community. Like, okay.
It's like playing fucking Frogger and learning fucking speedruns on that shit.
I had Frogger on like PS1.
We had my cousin had I think it's the original Nintendo. It's the one that had Duck Hunt on it too. I forget exactly which one. Super Nintendo. I think it was original Super Nintendo because he had like, I think it was Tecmo Bowl, Duck Hunt, and Frogger on it.
That might be what I had it on because we had a Super Nintendo. I don't remember. I remember playing like Super Mario Brothers on the Super Nintendo and it was hard as fuck because I was like 4.
Well, a lot of those old Mario games too. Like there's like 99 levels or whatever. You die and you just have to start the whole fucking game over.
Oh no, yeah, I just put in the fucking game genie. I'm like, give me more lives. I'm not fucking starting the entire game over.
Yeah, I never liked that either because I mean, I've already fucking proved I can beat it. Like I beat this fucking level. Why would I repeat it over and over again? Like,
Yeah,
I like having checkpoints.
Yeah, I don't want to start the entire game over.
Yeah, I think Dark Souls does it really well. Have you played the Souls games?
I played 2.
Yeah.
And I played 2 and Bloodborne.
Well, 2 is the worst one, so there's that.
Fucking everybody told like every time people are like, you like Souls games? I'm like, I played 2, and they're like, oh fuck you. I'm like, all right, cool.
Well, you endured the most like gank mobs and bullshit in the whole series, so
Yeah, no, that game pissed me off.
I never actually played it, but I watched my brothers play it a lot, and they're just adamant it's like one of their least favorite games of all time, but they played it all the way through and beat all the DLCs.
Yeah. Where's the one guy that'll do like all of the Souls games back to back, no hit, like no damage taken?
I love watching the guys who like fight Melania like naked, like no hit with the club, like that's
It's like a ladle, yeah.
Yeah. Let Me Solo Her is one of the guys. There's one guy who just solos her all the time, fucking naked. Like you just call him into your game, he'll just come in and beat her for you. And actually, he beat her so many times. I think he beat her 10,000 times or something like that on Twitch. So then FromSoft sent him like a care package and like did a video with him and all that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Be like, see, Mom, I told you I'd make something of myself.
You need a fucking crusty and just playing Melania over and over
God.
again. But yeah, those kind of games though are like where you lose all of your stuff, not all of your gear, but you lose like the progress you made in that level is fine. And you have one chance to go grab it all back, your souls or whatever for your upgrades.
Yeah, that's
I think
how
that's fair.
Hollow Knight is too.
Yeah, my brother loves Hollow Knight. He's probably the second one came out not too long ago.
Silksong, yeah, he's probably obsessed with it right now.
Yeah, I saw them on Discord playing it the other day. Well, he's been playing Borderlands 4 and I think he skipped fucking work one day because I was ahead of him in Borderlands and I loaded up and he's like level 40. I'm like,
He was grinding, bro.
this is like the third day after it came out. I'm like, I was level 30 and way ahead of you and you're level fucking 40 already.
He was grinding that shit out, dude.
Well, he also did it the right way. I didn't realize it's actually better to save the side missions for after because you get more XP and specialties and shit, enhancements or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm okay with penalties for dying. I just don't want to restart the entire game.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid because you already beat the fucking level. Like, why do I have to play it again? I
Yeah.
already proved I can beat it. Let's see if he's on it right now. No, he's not. The other one is my other brother who got sick of playing Amon. So he started Rafa, and then I'm like, did you see the patch today? He's like, no, they just buffed Amon by 40 to 50% all the skills. And it's like,
Fuck.
Yeah, because like I think they finally realized that melee characters and rocket characters in Borderlands always fucking suck. So we need to actually boost them for once.
Yeah.
It's always the crit builds or the siren builds that do well. But I remember Brick sucked. I used Axton. He fucking sucked. He was like the worst character in 2 because he just had the turrets and the.
Yeah.
Once you got the Ultimate Bolt Hunter, they didn't do any damage, and if you didn't have fucking slag, you couldn't do anything. But Mose was actually a really good soldier character, at least. But I don't think anybody specialized in rockets in 4 or 3 besides Mose and the grenades.
I'm going Fallout 3 over New Vegas, and I'm not sorry.
I'm fucking torn. Honestly, I love Fallout 3's setting. I played Fallout 3 more.
Yeah.
But I like New Vegas' factions and story more. But because New Vegas is so like interwoven and there's so many quests to do, like I don't get through a whole playthrough as fast as Fallout 3. That's why I play Fallout 3 so many times in a row.
I just like 3 more.
Yeah, they're like 1A and 1B to me. I have a hard time. That's why I just put them all together in one mod. Tale of Two Wastelands.
There you go.
Blamble.
So, like, between the two, like, it can come down to, like, what kind of mood you're in. But overall, I would say, generally speaking, I like 3 more.
Yeah, the Wasteland's more fun to explore. There's more areas and everything, but New Vegas definitely. I think what hurts New Vegas, too, is it's just a fucking desert, so, like, the exploration's not as fun in the first place. But the quests are a lot better.
Yeah,
and the decisions.
I mean, the factions, the factions have more depth to them. Like your choices feel like your choices matter a lot more.
Yeah,
you know, but
and your build matters a lot. Your build matters a lot more in Vegas too, because you get penalized more for playing. I mean, at a certain point with the DLCs and shit, you just max out your character anyway. But like, you can do a whole pacifist run in fucking New Vegas and just talk your way out of everything. Never have to fight anything.
Mm-hmm. You can speech check your way out of the final fight. Like,
yep. But then again, New Vegas has Cazadors, so that knocks it down 1 automatically.
Yeah,
fuck them.
Fuck those things, dude.
Fuck them. And it's not even like me; it's the fact to kill your fucking companion so fast too.
Yeah, no, they just fuck your shit up. I'd rather walk through fucking Deathclaw Valley.
Yep. And that's not something I missed in 4 too. Like 4, like your companions would just get downed, like they didn't actually die. So I'm like, well, I don't feel any repercussions here.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Fallout 3, the first time I got dog meat, he ran into ult only and got fucking slaughtered by Deathclaws right away. I was like, there goes my dog.
All right, see ya.
But then the puppies perk came at level 20. I'm like, oh, I get him back.
Yeah.
So every time he dies, there's a new puppy in the vault you can go grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting start to it. I'm like, oh, well, I went and followed dog meat, and then I did find the medic armor down there in the sewer after that, though, at least. So it made up for it a little bit. But...
yeah, he didn't die in vain.
Yeah. There's lots of stuff, yeah. Well, in Tale of Two Wastelands, too, they added back all the cut content. So there's, like, the little, like... And they added the Mad Bomber. Like, there's some, like, little mods they put in there. So there's, like, extra stuff you can go find in the sewers and stuff in the base, underneath the desert. There's some hidden areas in the Capital Wasteland they cut that are in there, and some weapons and stuff. Like, there's another collectible they added, too, that they thought about putting in the game and didn't. I forgot what it was, though. I have to go back and look. There's a whole wiki on Tale of Two Wastelands that tells you all the stuff they added. But we got 9 people, nobody asking big questions, so I guess we can wrap up. Until next week, mofos. Yeah, hopefully we'll get Colton back. I don't know. I haven't messaged Marcus again. Maybe we'll just get Aaron back on to talk Warhammer instead. Cause...
dude, we can definitely get Aaron on to talk Warhammer for that entire hour.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.